Hello everyone, this is Bread, and today we're going to take another look at Hand of Fate. And I forgot to let you introduce yourself, did I not?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's here with me today. Today we are going to take a look at the Empress. We will take the Shrine, the Cartographer, Burning Building, anything that's got a token I'm going to take. Fork in the Road, Friendly Innkeeper, Gnomish Exchange. Is there a way to... There we go, that's what I was trying to do. Still want Maleclipse's Problem. I still want the Market Thief.
Are you gonna get your... Are you gonna lose again with the halfling?
No, I don't think I took that one. Nope, I didn't.
I'm joking.
We will take the Humble Hammer, Cardinal Blade, the Bastion of Purification, Berserker's Creed. I thought it said Greed. Take the Rings, and Winter's Bane, and continue. Yeah, I want the 5 food. Alright, let's get this going.
In this case, the Empress is a symbol, a leader of the northern clans, but not their only one. Now we come to one of the new nuances of our game. The hunt for fame and esteem would not work for all players, but it works for you.
Raiders
I can sense it in you. Your pride, your skill. In time, we will learn all of you.
Okay. Raiders have destroyed our village, the Elder of Talos explains in a hushed voice. They were sent by a dark shaman of the north. They were searching for this. He draws a large warhammer from his cloak. Hretha's Ire. 'Tis the only weapon that will break the seal protecting their encampment. He hands you the weapon.
Anger is a
Okay.
powerful force.
Ah, I gotta have more fame. Sorry, I play with the controller, but when I show you things, it's easier to do with the mouse. Performs a powerful strike that causes knockdown to a single target. Okay.
How much fame do you have?
0 to start. The weapon is heavier than you imagined, perhaps weighed down by some hidden magic preventing you from wielding it to its potential. The Elder looks straight in your eyes as though peering into your soul. Not all weapons are for all men. Only those who have demonstrated great acts of valor and courage may bear Hretha's ire. You do well to remember that. Let's ask some questions. Tell me about the hammer. Great artifacts require great heroes, he explains. Never turn down the opportunity to aid others, seek out greatness, and you will be rewarded. Ask about the shaman. A twisted creature with great power, never seen on the battlefield, but I hear she commands her warriors from her camp in the forest to the east. We sent our warriors to find her, but a magical barrier prevents anyone from entering her sanctum. It is said that Hretha's ire can break through such a barrier. If she were attacked at her camp, these raids could surely be stopped for good. Tell me more about the Empire. The Elder scowls. Empire? What good is the Empire? Naught but tax collectors and carrion crows. 6 raids here this year and not a soldier to be seen. So much for protection. They're less reliable than the worst of the gods. Alright. You must find the courage to wield this weapon and defeat the shaman before the 5th village falls. The village needs a hero. The town of Braedon is surely in danger and must be warned. Thank you. I trust the sacrifice of Talos not go in vain. He bows his head. May the gods bring you good fortune.
When the hero runs in, the villain takes their time to bait their trap. Be careful, lest they put you in your place.
A rustling behind you is all the warning you get that your life is in danger. You turn as the cords of a northern bola wrap around your body. A party of northerners charges at you as you break free. Alright.
I'll have you know my friend here is killed far better than you.
I want to roll, but I need to parry instead. Got him. Those are some big ass bolas, aren't they?
Yeah.
Look like cannonballs tied together. With the raiders defeated, you contemplate your next move. Search for spoils. I'll take 5 gold. As you search for valuables, one of the northerners grabs you. With his last breath, he runs his blade into your side. Oh, no. It took 5 gold. I thought it gave me 5 gold. I really got no money to buy equipment with.
These tokens represent the expansion of the game. More options, more cards, more opportunities.
You arrive at the city markets to meet with Malaclipse's associate. You find him sitting on a blanket by the sewer gates. You can't tell whether he's a goblin, a human, or an animate pile of greasy rags. A few wilted... Oh, this is where I gotta eat the stuff. Yeah. I don't have enough gold. Sorry. Can't pay you at the moment.
Wealth through exploration. We have many lands to discover, you and I. If you cannot make use of this, I will question your skills.
A traveling cartographer in the process of making the first full map of the Empire wishes to pay you gold for information on areas you have seen in your recent travels. I need not know every stream or stone that lies from here to the capital. I'm sure whatever knowledge you can provide will be of some worth. Yeah, I'll take 10 gold. Cartographer listens intently as you relate what you can remember of neighboring areas. Do I get token? You spend several hours in his company until he is satisfied that you have nothing else useful to add. I do not. Yeah, I'll give him 10 gold. Merc, old bean. The bard looks furtively around before quickly waving at his shoulder. I require help in removing a certain illness. Alright. Eat the luminous purple flower. The flower has a crispy burnt texture.
Yeah.
Back to the bones. I hope you have learned to be their master.
Maybe I should eat something different, but that seems like the right one to me. Yeah, I get sick. I did this in the last episode.
You strike me as the type who would put themselves in harm's way for the benefit of others. Yet, perhaps you'd rather have someone else sacrifice themselves for you.
You hear shouting up ahead. As you make your way down the cobbled street, you see lights flickering on the road in front of you. As you approach, you see a building, flames and smoke billowing out of its upper room windows. A crowd has formed outside, passing buckets of water between one another to temper the blaze. As you push your way through the crowd, you see a woman frantically pleading to the villagers. Please help! My family is in there! Anyone, please help! Yeah, I'll do it.
The wheel is one of my favorite innovations. It combines many different elements of our game into one.
Success! Through
Excellent. A wise decision.
Through a haze of smoke, you find the woman's youngest daughter crying under a bed. You coax her out, scoop her up, and carry her out of the blaze. A villager rushes to your aid. Thank you, brave adventurer. I can take it from here. But be warned, the building is not safe. It will soon collapse. Return. Let's try this again.
Well, at least you have 4 fame so far.
Ha-ha! You find the woman's son attempting to find his way out through the smoke and flames. Grabbing his hand, you lead him back through the building to safety. Same thing. Yeah, let's give it another go. Can I redraw again? Nope, doesn't look that way. With a sudden crack.
Move faster next time.
With a sudden crack, the beam above you gives way, injuring you and blocking your path. You retrace your steps back out of the building. I'm gonna try again. Damn it!
Oh. Rip some flames.
I'm gonna try one more time and then I'm gonna give it up.
Oh, awesome.
Got it!
Thought you were gonna lose 10 life again.
Slumped in the corner of a room, you find the woman's husband. You put his arm over your shoulder and quickly make your way out of the inferno.
You got 6 fame.
As you emerge, the woman and her children rush to the man's side and embrace him. Thank you, adventurer. You've saved my family from certain death, she says.
A reward well earned.
Wow. You got 14.
While our possessions have been destroyed, we will never be able to repay you. Know that we will speak of your deeds here today for as long as we live. Alright.
In your life, you will have wandered endless intersections, yet this one sticks with you. Why? What is it in your memory that catches here?
See, that... And the way that this game hints at things, like, when you play it at first, you're like, this doesn't make sense from a story perspective. I'm doing a bunch of random crap strung together. But that's not the way that it really portrays itself. It's more like it's plucking memories out of someone's head, and you are playing through those encounters as you go. And I like that idea. Like, it's so interesting to me, because it seems like you're piecing together someone's history by playing this game. You arrive at a signpost detailing the possible path north and south. Really? That's it?
Let us see what the next town holds.
Following the Talos Elder's instructions, you find yourself on the road to Braden. Continue. Dusk falls as you continue your quest. I need to get some food, yo.
Yeah.
Do not take lightly the mantle of fame. Being a figurehead is not without consequences.
You arrive at Braden in the dead of night to find it under attack from raiders. As the village burns, 3 brave farmers attempt to defend the last of the surviving villagers. One calls out, "Please help me, we must stop these savages before all is lost." You draw your weapon and rush to their aid. Now let's give it a go. and down he goes. Come on. You look a little lonely over here. Ow. See, when I talk shit in games, that's when I fail.
Well, that's not shit. Talk shit after you win.
And it appears when you dodge in this game, you are not immune to damage. However, you have to move out of the way of the blow. Alright.
A useful tool, but simple magic.
Okay. The surviving villagers rush to the farmer's aid and tend their wounds. Thank you, adventurer, they cry. You have helped save what remains of our people, but sadly our village is no more. Please accept this small token of our gratitude. It is not time to celebrate. They are surely mustering to raid the town of Tyron. They point further south down the riverbank. If you are a true hero, you will surely save them. With another village lost to the northerners, you set out for the next town without delay.
At what point does honor bend to pragmatism?
Pretty frequently, if we're talking about myself. The road ahead is blocked by an overturned carriage and a woman calling for help. Please help, she cries. I've been robbed by a band of thugs. Is there anything you can do? Yeah, let's give her a hand. Boom!
Well done. You continue to impress.
Thank you, the woman says as you help her from the carriage. Please accept this as my token of gratitude. Okay. I'll take it.
Although you clearly dabbled with gods to arrive here, you do not need them. You have your own strengths.
Your quest brings you to a remote shrine high in the mountains. It is revered among the few local peasants for its remarkable healing properties. You kneel before the shrine and beseech the gods to take pity on you. Boom, that was a nice roll. Sunshine appears through a break in the clouds to bathe you in a radiant glow. Okay. I'll just buy food. Equipment will come.
I am torn between my loathing for gnomes and my despair that the world is becoming less strange and arcane as the Empire spreads.
Halt, vile humans! A voice calls out as a dozen small creatures leap from the trees around you. It takes a moment to realize they are gnomes. Dirty, poorly armed gnomes. A few hold spears, but most have only a rock or sharpened stick. We seek arms to defend ourselves, a gnome declares loudly. Hand over some of your equipment and we'll release you. We can even pay you something. I'll give you some food for a helmet, one of the small folk exclaims. No, give me some armor and I'll give you a health potion, chimes in another. Yeah, you can have the ring. I don't want it. Are you sure you wish to trade these items? Yes. You surrender the equipment to the gnomes. Satisfied, they offer payment in return. That's it.
Now the power is yours to use.
Yeah, let's try her hammer out. The gnomes retreat to the forest with their prize and soon begin fighting over it.
It appears you are worthy to wield the weapon of champions.
You
The
turn.
raiders will hide from you no longer.
You turn Wreath Desire over in your hands. The rune on its face begins emitting a golden light. It is unclear if it now weighs less or you have a newfound strength, but either way, you can now wield the mighty hammer. Malaclips looks on in awe. Wow, that would earn a pretty penny at the markets. But, first, let's use it to break the barrier to the Northern Raiders camp, slay the shaman, and stop the raids once and for all. Remembering the Elder of Talos' instruction, you set out toward the sanctum of the shaman.
You'll notice that my carriage does not stop for every distressed traveler along the way.
Yeah, we'll help her. Wow. No, I failed that one. Why, thank you. Now if you'd be so kind as to give me all of your gold. The woman draws a pair of concealed blades from her corset. Come on out, boys. You have no time to react as a group of bandits spring from hiding. Alright, I get to try the hammer out. I'll bring down the hammer of justice on this shill and filthy band of road agents. Highwaymen. Squish. He looks happy as shit, doesn't he?
You have to stop helping people. It always ends up like this.
You'd hate me if it was D&D, wouldn't
Oh, I thought I killed you.
I thought you did too.
Down, boy. That's what you get. It's like when the bandits try to rob you in Skyrim after you're like level 40. With the thugs defeated, you search their bodies for valuables. I'll take it. More fame, more food, more food. Yeah, I know. It's a dice roll that I've got to beat. No, it's not. It's this. I saw it that time. The thief is nimble, but you manage to gain on them as they negotiate the crowd. With the thief almost at arm's reach, they knock over a barrel of apples in an attempt to hinder you. Really? Son of a bitch! The apples roll across the ground in front of you, and you lose your footing and land on your back. The thief gets away. You dust yourself off and continue your journey. Well, I guess we go fight the shaman.
You have prepared yourself for this battle. Now you must face it, but not alone, perhaps.
It is as the Talos Elders said, Malaclips remarks. The shaman's sanctum is protected by a magical barrier. Best you try that hammer. You raise Hretha's ire above your head and bring it down against the magical wall with all your might. The hammer finds its mark, and you are immediately engulfed in a blizzard of snow and ice. The howling winds spin you this way and that, then vanish as quickly as they had appeared. Disoriented, you look around for Malaclips, but he is nowhere to be found. You find your bearings and realize you are now standing in a forest clearing, covered in newly fallen snow. You step back and bump into something. Turning, you see a towering northern clansman, bald and brutal.
He has brute strength, if nothing else.
He does not flinch, nor seems even the slightest bit interested in you. He stands with weapon drawn and brow lowered. You turn to follow his gaze. Then you see her, sitting on a throne of wicker and thorns, small straw-plated charms and oddities hanging from the trees behind her. Before her kneel countless raiders, worshipping their leader in an eerie stillness. I can count them. It looks like there's 4 by the cards. Or 6, if there's 2 trappers on that one card. The defender of villages and the exiled one, the shaman says with a hiss. She steps down from her throne. I know why you have come. Let this end. I hope you know how to fight, hero, says the bald northerner calmly. There are more warriors here than we can kill. To defeat a snake, you must cut off its head. Ready your weapon as the shaman and her clansmen surround you. It'd be hard to cut off her head with a hammer, but I'll give it a go. Raid leaders are the front line of the northern assault, centers of the tactical and religious guidance. The shaman can cast spells that heal her allies, attack her quickly to interrupt the spell.
I do not yet we will fight.
Oh, that blows.
My blades, I will stand clear of yours.
Almost dead.
Good night. It wasn't attached to her. He just picked her up with the force, it looked like. But whatever.
Yeah.
The shaman's body writhes as a dark spirit leaves her chest and vanishes into the air. The remaining raiders flee into the forest. As the skies clear, the sun beams down on the colossal warrior that had fought alongside you. I am Colbjorn, he explains. I was born in the northern clans, but I am clanless now. You do not know us, but we were not always like this. Perhaps one day the clans will return to the tradition they have lost. You and I have cleared a small part of the stain from my honor this day. If you call, I will answer. He reaches out a massive hand and clasps your forearm. Let us head back and find your friend. And with that, you and Colbjorn make your way back through the forest in search of Malaclips.
Another card returns to my deck. Do not worry. I have more challenges before you will be ready to face my foe.
For defeating the shaman, I get Armor of Gluttony, Ring of Food, Pious Robes, and Frontier Barbet. Also got Fame and Shame, Watchtower, Raider's Ambush, and Bridge Skirmish. For proving myself a worthy hero, I unlocked Hretha's Ire. For befriending Colbjorn, I got Clan Eyebright and the Wanderer. For defending all of the villages, you gain the Elder's Gift. You have unlocked these encounters. Bitter Winter. Okay.
I'm interested about the clan, his clan.
You
Yeah,
have
why
done
he's
well.
clanless.
Yeah.
You understand the basic rules of the game now. From here, they will change.
So we're just going to go in order. Next, we will hit the Emperor. That is going to be about all the time we have for this episode. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Dislike if you don't like what we're doing, and please comment. I do love to hear all of your feedback, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.
Have fun, guys.